every seat, every brick, every spot has got, stories after stories after stories.
Home. Kind of like a home. It's like a second home. It's got that old feel to it. They would have built a new one. I don't feel like you'd have that atmosphere anymore. As much as it is you're a fan of the Red Sox, most people are a fan of the park, too.
I've been out of Boston since 1981, and they've done a lot of changes, adding additions to the roof and the seats above the wall and all that. And, and I was sitting out here wherever I've lived at the time and thinking, how the hell can they do that? I mean, that roof didn't look like it would be able to hold up just what it had already. But I got to tell you, they did an absolutely fabulous job of sprucing up the park. The visitors clubhouse, which used to be an absolute dump until they fixed it up a couple of years ago, and tiny. It's the kind of thing, you got 25 players in there. You have no idea how they all fit because you don't even have 25 lockers. So I don't know how they did it until they changed it. But even that, when I was there in 1975 and walking through the visitors clubhouse and locker room, and you'd see the big red machine, and I even knew then, walking through it, half this team is going to be in the Hall of Fame. I mean, this is one of the greatest teams we'll ever see. And that's all come through this stadium. When I did the fantasy league thing, and we had a reunion game back at Fenway in 2008, and I did again in 2009, I remember I pitched an inning, and I remember standing on the mound thinking, this is the same mound that has held the cleats of some of the greatest pitchers in the history of the game, including Babe Ruth. So that's what I mean by classic. In every sense of the word, you can look back at any segment, any generation, any decade, and there are stories that come from that ballpark.